Simple's got a lot of lifting to do in this game. He's got the P250 coming right out into the pistol as well. Look good back on the T side. And the pistols weren't really the problem for Navi. As jaCkz said on the desk again, like, if Navi didn't have those hot starts in both halves, they could have just got stomped out of the map. So, you know, context there is a little bit worrying. Right now, Nafany eats a nade on Ivy. And Navi need the strong start. They can't afford to go down and out in the quarterfinals with CIS teams on either side of the bracket. VP waiting in the quarters, Spirit waiting in the top side of the semis. Navi have a lot to prove to win Katowice in back-to-back years. But Gambit, the little youngsters that could and should, looking to steal things away, pre-rotating towards that inner bomb site, moving 3 players in the right place. Nade is ready as well. This could be chunky against armored or armorless players. Flamey's coming down as well. He's going to try and line up the one flash. Hobbit backing out. syrson is tucked, and he could win this round off his position alone.
Ooh, enters. Getting one alongside syrson, but they lose syrson in the meantime, and that bomb now goes down. Inter's trying to get stuck in with his USP, but nothing's presenting itself yet. NAVI just playing tugged, playing reserved, and making Gambit work for these kills. They will swing together and deal with Nafany. That kit has been retrieved quickly by Inters, but time is still ticking away from the Gambit squad. And there's all the peaks to come through. NAVI, they get that pistol round. Looking really, really good in like the early segments of these games in NAVI, right? Winning the pistol back on OVERPASS, winning a 4-spy as well there in the second. Now they move on to train, they take the pistol again. So the success rate has really been there for NAVI to get off to these good starts. We just need to see them do a little bit more once that ball gets rolling, because it feels like the moment the rifle rounds come through, Gambit are just back to full strength.
Yeah, it's good good sign to see Electronic get, you know, a strong start with a 3K in the pistol, right? Oh, say his name and I've cursed him immediately. Shot by the scout in the face.
Great start, yep.
Yeah, he had a rough one last map, you know, position change that we talked about, and maybe that comes back to bite him, but he's going to be very, very lethal on a map like Train, right? Especially on that CT side, just a very aggressive player, up in your face, towards T-main, towards E-box. But right now, this 4-spy might be stealing the wind of Navi. The scout tags are in, and they're Sublime. syrson climbing the ladder, trying to get up top. HP. Everyone is low, as you say, and syrson could put them all to rest.
Nafany has a Molotov as well. If that goes into the bomb site, that could burn these players up. And into the open, the molly. Oh, it's so damn good. Gambit, they steal that round right back, and this game's heating up already, Hugo. Oh boy, oh boy. This is exciting. This really is.
This is the inverse as well of the previous map, right? Like, you know, with Gambit taking pistol, Navi steal it away, and then they start running with the T side. Well, that's not quite the same case here. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
You know that, you know, like Zeus obviously likes to watch a lot of these NAVI games, right, and still try and back the boys. Well, this is the one map in which Zeus lives on, in the hands of Boomich and Popdog, man. He loves the Zeus over here. So watch out for that. That's more a CT side speciality, but we're hoping to get out of him. But he has still opened up this round. Boomich is very acclimatized to the Popdog.
Hey, you get something out of it, right? Navi not a team to be scared off by these 4-spy wars. No scopes could kill Perfecto, so I'm a little scared of that one. Boomich, oh, he's trapped. And the MP9 battle won by Hobbit. Boomich was already low. Navi are grouping on Ivy. Hobbit has taken a lot of room. One of the more experienced players in the server. He knows Zeus, maybe as well as Navi do as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of reasons for Zeus to be watching this game, right? Oh, smoke's down. Inter's playing ahead of it. Flash is out. That's thrown from main, and Inter's just concedes this for the time being. Gives them a little bit of room, but not too much room. They do get close, and there's Inter's with the double. No one checking close right, and even swinging the deal with Simple. Inter's having a great round up against this 4-spy. And it's looking like a done deal for Gambit, that they've got this conversion and that a third round should be soon to follow. putting them off to a very good lead, 3-1 up. We haven't actually really seen Gambit on train at this event. I think they've played it versus Team 1, and that's the extent of it, right? And there, it was a dominant victory for Gambit, 16-5. But obviously, knowing the heights that Gambit then went on to reach, it's not that surprising anymore. Outside of that, right, it's more so been, you know, events that have gone by. I'm talking like DreamHack Opens and qualifiers, things like that. We've seen them beat the likes of Spirit. You know, I think that's a pretty decent victory to have when you look at how well that Spirit have been doing. Plus, we've always said this about Navi, you and I, Hugo, after having to cover the things like the CIS RMR, is that Navi can be #1 in the world, but not even top 10 in CIS. It's a very, very weird thing for them versus these CIS teams.
Yeah.
Maybe we're seeing that rear its ugly head again today. Just simple left. They're quick to deal with him, 3-1, and now we have the rifles coming back in for Navi.
That regional, you know, situation is not exclusive to Navi though, right? We see it
a lot of
over,
teams are like that, yeah.
All over Counter-Strike, right? You know, the best team in the country playing the second best team in the country and often falling to it. I mean, pretty much everyone says that. And I think somewhat of that is the hunger, right? Gambit, of course they want to beat Navi. Why wouldn't you want to beat, you know, some of the players and the org that you maybe look up to in this game? And so Gambit, who are up a map right now in this quarterfinal, are more pumped than ever.
And even if it's not looking up, right, definitely the org that overshadow you, right? Like the org that is always the one to get those invites and get those direct routes places, right? If you have the choice between inviting Navi or Gambit, I think most people look at Navi and go, yep, we'll get them guys in. Yeah. So definitely overshadowed by Navi.
Yeah, and it's rare to have, you know, young players in the CIS region not, you know, taken by Navi. They've got quite the rosters right now. And I say rosters, junior academy teams, etc., but not the youngsters who are here ready and waiting. Pushed into main with a Molotov. Axel finds the bomb and he sees it going Ivy as well. So now the plan for Navi, which was grouping with 4 on the Ivy position, is known by their opponents. Gambit set up for it. Inters trying to look above the boxes will start to fall back to a safer position, and they could be chunky as well. Actually bounces out. And this is a scary start for Navi, certainly, in this gun round. It's not even the prettiest buy for Gambit. 2 SMGs still in play, but they're making it work. Inters is letting them out, baiting them in to the position that he just played. Electronic does check it this time around, but the barrel gives him away. And Inters needs another, or needs to stay alive. He'll go for the latter. Perfecto has to hunt him down, but he's being caught between 2 opponents. There's still a player remain to worry about. Perfecto finding a couple. 20 seconds, Navi do not want to let the time be their undoing once again.
They're still holding. They're still waiting. And this is giving a bit of a rough situation over. Flamey has to look back into the site, and then Hobbit hits the perfect timing. Perfecto is the hero in this round, and he is almost on for the ace, but nafany will deny it. Simple, missed shot. nafany given a chance, and Simple is very, very quick to get a handle back on that before it gets out of hand. 2 and 3. Still in favor of Gambit, but Navi claiming a second. The reinvestment going to come through for the Gambit squad. They're not worried yet. Perfecto with an inspiring round for the rest of the Navi guys, right? He really digs them out of the hole. The Gambit were looking to put them in. 4 out of the 5 kills coming on the back of a 10 HP Perfecto.
I've got to say as well, big call from Simple to plant in between the bomb trains, right? Considering they had Pop Dog when he went for the plant, it would have been easy to plant for Flamey, but he gets caught trying to cover Simple, and it's the plant that's actually safe for a change for Navi. It doesn't get denied, which felt inevitable for Gambit considering how Overpass went and how that position looked. So yeah, very, very important detail there for Navi. AWP's out as well. Simple setting towards B. Hobbit waiting with plenty of utility still. And it's going to be a fast approach. Electronic flashing out and not waiting. Shiro's already come in on a rotate, but they're going to be able to get past that money if they want. They're desperate for the bomb plant. They're pushing up close, and Shiro just picking them up through smokes. 4 on 3. Gambit are poised for the retake. Navi haven't even got the bomb to the site.
Man, Shiro is just so exciting to watch. The fact that you can be in a server with Simple and you still have the majority of people like looking at you and what you're able to put forward, that is a really nice sign for Shiro. He's done well to impress us early on. And now it is just Simple left alive. Inter's deleted. Shiro Moving in, him and Axile trying to retake this one together, and Simple playing on the ladder, still alive. Drops the molly onto the bomb. That will deny the defuse. Simple versus Shiro, and while the no-scope lands, Shiro wins the peak, and Navi, the round, still so damn close, but picking up the kit, I think he's just got time. Oh my, Shiro at 5 HP, best Simple in the head-to-head, both of them with 3 in the round.
That was a 1-on-4. He got 3 out of them. He hits the no-scope to just menial HP on Shiro. That's a round for Simple. Born and bred. But Shiro sneaks it by with a no-scope and a defuse in the final few seconds. That is unacceptable by Shiro. How on earth does that not fall the way of Simple? It felt like it had to. And the no-scope, it lets him down. The tag, but not for Shiro. Staying cool, calm, collected, and keeping Gambit up.
So that would be his, if I'm remembering this right, that would be his 17th clutch. The record, as mentioned, was 19, but that's across 27 maps. Shiro has now played 11, including this one that we're on right now.
Oh yeah, and we're 7 rounds in, by the way.
So
there's more to come.
He might not just beat Simple in the clutch, he might be stealing a record from the guy as well.
Oh my, Gambit. They already killed Heroic in this tournament, right? They already knocked him out in the lower bracket. Are they going to be taking more names with them? What else can you do but laugh? 4-2. Navi forced by him back in, miffed by the previous. And they're going fast as well, or at least Perfecto is, who's pushed in down Olof. There's 2 players towards Sandwich. Oh my, stuck in the smoke. Spamming as well. Now that gives it away. They actually had no idea how deep he was, but now all the info is in the way of Gambit. They're going to try and hound him down, but they look away, and that is the kill for Perfecto to grab himself a gun as well. Stuck in the sight is Shiro. He's committed. Oh dear, Nafany's going to get aggressive, and he might have hit the timing with players moving up Sandwich. He wants to take a bit of a bite out of their lunch. Not jumping the gun, waiting for that cross, and he will drop the bomb with it. Shiro, missed shot, needs something special here to stay alive. Nafany is providing everything in the site. Simple will trade, but it's down pop for Hobbit on the B flank. Perfecto tries to hold him down, but he misses his bullets, he misses his opportunity, and now it's time for a reset for Perfecto. He gets out again, they don't know, but Hobbit is quick to keep this round alive for Gambit. Meanwhile, Shiro was running inner, really trying to complicate things for a clutch. The last position Navi would have expected him if it came down to the 1v1, but no need. 5-2 for Gambit, and they stay above water.
Gambit have come into this so fired up, you can just tell, like, you know, there was a lot heading into this game, like a lot of feelings, a lot of questions. You know, Navi, were they a bit disappointed with not securing a straight path to the semis, obviously after falling to Liquid? Were we going to see them come back after these 4 days off, fired up and ready to go? Well, right now, it feels like Gambit have even more backing behind them in these games. They're off to a great start again. Brumich is dead in the pop dog, naded out of the round. And so this little eco, man, it's already shaping up to be a nice, clean one for Gambit. They even spot these B-side players. They can maybe rotate a man around now, and that's what we're going to see down in Connector. Shiro peeling off, leaving the rest of the gang to hold on to A. And so a 6th round for Gambit feels inevitable at this point in time, right? Not really much behind these pistols. A lot of information gained, a man advantage picked up. Gambit, they've got Navi right where they want them.
On the chopping block. And with 1 smoke in this round, it's all about the B-bomb plant. Gambit have 2 here, they can afford to do so. Shiro playing at the back with the all butching upper again, and Hobbit has ramp under control. So no need to move, no need to panic if you're Gambit. Smoke's on upper as well. So might cut off the AWP here. Gonna try and drop in. Shiro can kill them if they try that though. Is he wide enough? Is he ready? Oh, he doesn't see the jump. The drop comes through. Into oil they go. Hobbit with a double. Shiro picks one out of the sky. And through the smoke, Hobbit finds the final frag. It's Gambit onto 6 with no casualties in sight. Hobbit looking like a really solid B anchor as well. He's had great timings on pop flanks. He's yet to offer up any kills on Navi waiting in the halls. And he's been locking down B with multi-kills round after round. So 6-2 for Gambit. And, you know, it's a 30-round game, right? I'm not going to ever call, especially a team like Navi, out at this point, but it is certainly a worrying start considering how Overpass went as well. We need a round out of Navi ASAP. Simple might just give it to us. Posted in main for a quick pick. The wallbang won't work. every round Gambit have had this team main control. Every round they've been, taking position away from Na'Vi, smoking it off. It's really annoying for Na'Vi, who at this point are like forced to go B without this information, without this map control. And Gambit are always double inner as a result. This AWP again posted on upper. Na'Vi walking into traps laid by Gambit.
Can't spell Shiro without misspelling hero. Here he is, holding on to upper. Hobbit down in the site as well. As you mentioned, this double hold allowed thanks to the info and main control that Gambit have. Shiro actually starts to peel back, but a missed shot from Simple, uncharacteristically so, leads to Shiro out-aiming him in the head-to-head yet again. Now holding on for the upper swing. With someone maybe about to make their debut from this position, Shiro could get rewarded handsomely. Na'Vi have gotten out through the ramp, and this isn't information that Gambit have just yet, but they're preemptively rotating around. They've got all their bodies here in this B bomb site, and even though Shiro is blindsided by Boomich, they never knew about Hobbit, who's in with the first, make it a double, and now just Perfecto left, and this guy's in trouble.
No
Nafany, does he go for the knife? Is he going for it? Nah, he plays it safe. And he locks in a 7th round for Gambit.
Yeah, I think he wanted it.
He wanted it, but with Perfecto walking, he's like, well, I don't want to just bait my teammates to their death, so I'll take it. I'll take the kill.
You see them tuck, though. Like,
yeah, they were trying to give it to him.
They're like, yeah, man, the ball high, go for it. But yeah, you don't want Perfecto to just 180, go back for try and get a bomb plant, and then kill you doing so with your knife out. So it is a safe play, although it could have been a very spicy one instead. My oh my, Na'Vi. Another eco, perhaps, as Gambit just continue to build the double lob. All Simple almost hits it that time around. It was only the scout. I don't even know if a headshot would kill through that wall. Very thick. Double lob for Gambit. Inters now on Ivy. He's been locking it down with a rifle, but the AWP might not treat him as well, as Electronic will find that deagle kill. And he doesn't even commit. He could have tried to push through, but thinking there's more players there. Well, now there are. Gambit have peeled out of their positions to try and cover Ivy, and Electronic can regroup with his team while their attention is diverted. Not for long, though. Shiro is clearing this spot out. So he'll know soon, with the help of Axar, that they don't have to worry about Ivy for long. Maybe it is that B play after all, even aggressing. They want to make sure it's not just Electronic, tucking and baiting for later in the round. No, this position is clear. And with this info, Shiro's even rotating an AWP out the map, getting it gone. No pickup for Na'Vi, but he will also be B with his team. Nafany has caused this rotation as well off the back of Axar's info. And this is one hell of a B stack, but it's all Na'Vi have been going in for. Simple spotted with a scout, and down ramp they go. It's only good for one for Nafany, but Shiro will pick up a single through the smoke. Simple, does hit the tag, and that will keep Shiro off the angle for now.
Oh, the head-to-head maybe going to happen again. Of course, this time, though, being in a partial investment round for Na'Vi, you don't mind that, having to trade these kills 1 for 1. It's the fast wrap from Axile that's there just to lock the round in. They stroll over the finish line in this round. 8 now on the board for Gambit. Na'Vi in real danger of falling too far behind to even get back in.
The info that Gambit are getting in the city side is second to none, right? Main taking control almost every round. That time it's Ivy, it's Axel walking the entire way through Ivy to T-spawn up into inner B, and Na'Vi just get flanked on the post plant. They try and get the picks onto Shiro. They try and finish the job that Simple started, but Gambit just wait, and Axel comes in with 3 off a flanking ramp. It's just so suffocating. And again, look at main, locked down by the utility. Na'Vi aren't even taking it. For good reason, right? You know what may lurk on the other side. Nafany's waiting, and he could even get flashed in as well. Axel is above the train clearing corners, and now main conceded yet again for Na'Vi. They don't even try and go back to it. Surely it's not another B play. Na'Vi have been more than unsuccessful in converting these rounds. The only time they've gotten close has been Simple with that near 1-on-4. Shiro here again, why wouldn't he be? They've been smoking him off on upper from time to time. And that needs to continue. If Flamey just straight up peeks, he's a dead man walking.
Yeah, he switches from the back to the flash, actually. Flashing first, smoking later, and the peek is in. syrson blind and was expecting that smoke to fall, so now Hobbit pressure's really on, and Perfecto giving the openers over. There's that fast flank again, coming in through the backline. This time it's NAVI to deal with Electronic, but in a 3-on-4, do Gambit just write this round off and go for the save? With no kills presenting themselves into the bomb site, that might be the case. And so NAVI, they are onto this third. That 8-7 half is still possible, albeit unlikely, and it is going to feel like a real uphill battle for NAVI. The money is so put together for this Gambit squad that they're still buying next round. And even with guys like XANTARES, you know, actually, I don't think he has to drop over yet. So him and syrson having this much of a bank, really going to come in handy looking into the future. NAVI are going to have to grind their way through these buys before they break the money of Gambit.
Yeah, and even though Gambit knew what was going on there, as they have a seemingly all CT side long right with that flank again, this time from NAVI, it's not enough on the B hold. NAVI finally get both entries from Perfecto, and Gambit get nothing out of it. No kills from Hobbit or syrson. So it finally forces the save. And about time that NAVI get back on the board. As said, 3 times winning over Gambit historically, but we're here and now. We're in the present. And Gambit are giving us quite a gift. 8-3. NAVI back in with guns. And Gambit stick to the single orb this time around.
Oh, syrson switching it up, right? He tried to change how he's playing B on the back of getting smoked off all the time. He hung around peeking wide at upper. This time he's repositioned completely down for a close ramp peek. Doesn't see anything right away, and they hear the scopes. And RV, they halt that play for the moment, and they just post up. They wait. Silence all across the map, and this time Gambit don't have that main control that they've been able to get round after round, so they don't have the early info either. That does mean that syrson and Hobbit out on a bit of an island over here at B. Con smoke throwing in. More utility now for NAVI, raining into this B bomb site, and the flash is good again, but this time it doesn't get them the opening kill onto syrson, and he is able to drop a Molotov. That slows down this push. He even peeks with it, and he had a chance there for the opening kill. Perfecto runs through the Molotov and gets brought down very, very low in the process. syrso's not giving over a fight, and Hobbit's just tucked on the bomb train. This is a bit of a disaster. NAVI, they were hinging on getting these gunfights, and they haven't been given any. Simple at least gets out of there with 1, but a 2-on-4 now for him and Electronic as they fast drop down through pop.
Yeah, 15 seconds to go. NAVI, they often find some sanctuary in this low time, but right now it might be the backstab for XANTARES. Oh, he stalls the kill, does take down Simple, fake on the plant, and XANTARES there to dance around the bomb train. It's Gambit up to 9, and again, it gets more and more scary, as Katowice could be coming to a close for the previous year's victors. They don't want to go out with a whimper.
Yeah, I mean, if you lose this, right, you can see it now. NAVI can't be the best in the world. They're not even the best in their region. Those are the kind of comments that will get made. You just know it. You feel it.
Oh,
man, this utility into main is so punishing. For the first time as well, NAVI trying to fight here early on. They haven't really dealt with what Gambit have been dishing out in main. Flamey at least trades that pop kill, but Axile pushed up close in Olof. Perfecto does get out past him, and syrson has got no idea. Axile's now out of the round, and syrson, oh, he's quick to react. Simple trades it at least. Hobbit's dead on the B push, and in the blink of an eye, it is all left on to just one man. Inter's tucked in at stopper. Simple, scoped on the angle. It's a pretty scary place to find yourself on the other side of this AWP. NAVI grinding to a temporary halt as they search for this last remaining man. They haven't seen him yet. Simple scoped up, sees the barrel as that smoke starts to fade. And so there's 4 on the door for Na'Vi.
Not the round I thought they would succeed in, right? Like, look at those positions for Gambit, the HEs that are banging Na'Vi out in main, doing a lot of damage. And, you know, Perfecto hits a perfect timing, but Simple getting this kill to XANTARES as a smoke fades actually kills Perfecto. It works out for Na'Vi, but Gambit weren't even considering that a player could have gotten through main. CeRq could have just been killed by Perfecto walking through sandwich, but Simple trades it at least, and even finds that 3rd kill at the end of the round, so keeps Na'Vi afloat on 4. And the T side, you know, 6 rounds, that's fine. It's not perfect, but it will do. Fast out main for Perfecto, and he gets punished by it. Flashed out, and Nafni was avoiding it, looking into the wall. Does get that opening kill. The nade for Boomich misses. And Nafni, with 4 points of health remaining, somehow darts back to safety. In the heavens as well. Good position for a one-and-done kill, right? Hoping that Na'Vi just never check it. I mean, Na'Vi, they're not even thinking about the A site. They're barely getting out. They didn't in the previous round. In that 3-on-1, they just tucked in, waiting for the kill to come to them. And while it did, it's not something you can always rely on. As they try and make a move out main, Gambit now fall back with this double inner setup that has won them so many rounds. But maybe not for long. CeRq leans towards the connector, and now he can rotate into the A site as smokes start to land.
Yeah, a lot of control in Ivy is given up, but that's to allow this late peek from Inters. Simple shuts him out and doesn't let the Ivy trade come in. Suddenly, CeRq is starting to feel a lot more pressure inside of A. And Na'Vi haven't even committed yet. This bomb is going all the way back, along with Simple. Over towards main. Looking to come in late on the split. Hobbit posted up over here at CT side Ivy. Ollie into the connector. Gambit know that this is still shaping up to be an A play, and there's CeRq with the opener down into a 3-on-3. They spot Boomich and they deal with him quickly. Suddenly this has turned in favor of Gambit once again. While Simple's gotten close, he's blindsided by Nafni up in the heavens. And Flamey, with only 7 seconds, he needs all 3 kills or else the round is lost, and that's not going to happen. Gambit just aren't giving them over. Round ends and Flamey at least stays alive with this AK. Oh, does get tagged through E-Box, but like admittedly for like 10 damage, so he's all right there. Regardless, you know, you hold on to the AK, that is not even a consolation prize for giving over a 10th round to Gambit.
Yeah, it looks like suicide for Nafni there, but he's trying to upgrade his gun, right? Stuck on a FAMAS. And a great round for him to get this opener, turn around like that to Perfecto. And then, like I said, hide in heaven. The last place that Na'Vi expected. They get all the room on A. They force Gambit out. Hobbit has good patience on Ivy to not peek into Electronic, who's waiting for him. And then, yeah, Nafni is the closer. The thing that forces the save. As the bomb gets dropped out in no man's land. Na'Vi looking for 5 at the half. Simple might get gifted a kill here. Will Hobbit's patience again be key? Because he's waiting to peek off of CeRq's contact. But even if CeRq gets that contact, Simple ain't moving. So let's see how this plays out. CeRq with his shot. Hobbit might just peek. And there it is. He catches Perfecto and CeRq drops the second. The barrel's been spotted. And Hobbit looks to clear it up. But CeRq steals the kill away. Out-orping Simple yet again with a 3rd. And B is not the answer for Na'Vi. It may have taken them 15 rounds to see. But they can barely get into the bomb site. Not a point of damage done. And Electronic, with what would be one of the best rounds of the decade, is not going to fall into...
Keep this dream alive. The defending champions of Katowice may be about to head out in the quarterfinals unless something changes here and now.
Something happens when you put Gambit in Poland, because boy, oh boy, are they showing up. Na'Vi looking like a deer in headlights right now. Lost on that T side, B hit after B hit, and CeRq styling on them with the AWP, out-orping Simple right now, who at least was showing up in a big way back on Overpass. Huge on those opening kills. Well, Na'Vi not had many in this map. Boomich 3 frags to his name, and this is not what we needed from Na'Vi, but it might be all they've got. Fast out into the B side. There's a pick for XANTARES. Simple is tucked, but he's given away his position, and they're running right by him. Hobbit from above, and Gambit picking Na'Vi apart yet again. It's all too familiar territory on the train yard. 5-on-2, and you may as well save.
Oh, it's not looking good, is it, Hugo? It's not looking good for Na'Vi. You know, as mentioned, back on Overpass, where Gambit won a pistol, Na'Vi were able to pick up a force buy. Maybe that happens again, but if it doesn't, Their ability to get this game turned around is almost out the window. It's going to take something unreal.
Yeah, it'd be more impressive than the start the Gambit have here, but you know, I'll believe it when I see it, Harry. Navi, they may have had tough times before, but this one might just be one step too far. And to think the form that Navi had coming into, you know, this tournament and what they've shown us across the last few days as well, a 10-match winning streak. Gambit may have been hot to trot, but right now, Navi going down like a lead balloon. And 12-4. Poor Simple as well, right? He has a great position for that B play. If they come out and try and flood the bomb site, he can kill everyone, but they run right by the lane. No one even goes to default. Gambit just aggress past Grey, and it's Hobbit who just kills him from above. Double scout for Navi. Gambit going fast, or at least Nafany is flashed out into the A site, and he spots one of those scouts as well, but mollied off his Flamey. Oh, Nafany gonna give it up. He knows that nades could land on his position, and in fact they do. Molotov sends him packing. Navi might not know that he escaped, and so they're still aware, they're still scared of what could be lurking on Olof. Boomich is gonna clear it out, or at least try to. Perfecto's pushed inner, which causes that rotate of Simple back to the yard.
Yeah, Simple also peeked the upper shelf and didn't see anyone. Now Flamey gets info that there are a lot of bodies in Ivy, and Electronic doubled up with him here. Trying to turn the tide is only good for the first kill. Him and Flamey both out of the round. Simple has at least rotated in with that scout to try and make a difference, and he does have Boomich backing him up, but Gambit, on the back of getting these kills so early in the round and now sat in a 4-on-3, they know the pressure is all on Na'Vi, and so they just slow it right down. Oh, they say to Na'Vi, look, if you want the information, come and get the information. You are not going to like what you see if you go around this corner. Na'Vi being given time to second guess themselves, to get worried about that vacant B bomb site. It hasn't triggered a rotation yet. Na'Vi are just stacking their chips. They're hedging their bets all over towards this A-bomb site. Simple holding on to Ivy is about to have a lot of players into his crosshair. He's just looked away, and in that timing, Exile's gotten out. Now he gets the info that one man is past. Simple traded after the first. Boomich, not many kills in his repertoire. This would be the round to get them, but only one. And now just Perfecto does drop the bomb. They need the kill, and Perfecto gets away. He might have locked in the round. In fact, he has. It belongs to Na'Vi as they steal that one away. The force spike does pay dividends over to Na'Vi. Perfecto, great ability to just drop the bomb and get the hell out of there. Knows that that is how he wins the round.
Yeah, and Na'Vi, the balls to stick with that call on the yard, right? With that reset of Gambit where they just fall out and they hold and they wait for a peak, they get nothing. And you hope if you're Gambit there, that Na'Vi just over-rotate and read it wrong and go B. That's the intention, but Simple hits his scout shot. Boomich goes 1-for-1, and even though Boomich dies after one, he does enough damage. The Perfecto body shots the planter. That's all he needs, a single bullet, and that may have saved Na'Vi, who may not have had the pistol, but do have a force buy. It's better than nothing. Simple back with a scope. It's not the AWP, but it will do. He's shown us an entourage of armory in this map and series already, but Hobbit finding a pick out B. Will that bait them into Simple? No, not for Hobbit. He won't fall for it. Jumping, forcing a shot. And Simple gives it up, doesn't want to hang around. Is still alone on this B bomb site. And if Gambit can turn the tides early, if Gambit can just shut down this rebuy from Na'Vi, keep the force buy wars going while trading rounds, that's a semi-final right there for Gambit. Na'Vi need to lock this one in from a man down as well. Simple, will he see them up? There's a lot of players here. He crosses the oil, not even jumping as well, so he won't give away any info to a player peeking, although they're not yet. 50 seconds, and even Boomich here to help.
Oh, that nade could be big. Lots of damage spread across Gambit. The spray for Simple has dealt with the first man in. Now more players try to tiptoe their way out upper, and Boomich is spammed out of the round. Simple, still a threat, still lurking over here towards B, but he won't be able to stop that bomb plant. Nafany's cancelled out, and Shiro's been spotted. For him and Inters, they are trapped in this site, fighting tooth and nail to hold on to this bomb plant. Simple, close on the wrap. Gets heard in the molly, and now Shiro's made aware. In the head-to-head, Simple's been struggling, but this time he deals with Shiro without breaking a sweat, and the defuse is in for Na'Vi. 6-12. A bomb plant at least gives a little more money over to Gambit. Maybe we can see that AWP bought out that much sooner as a result. This is at least good to give us more of a series, right? To put more on the line for NAVI. It was really worrisome with that opening pistol going in favor of Gambit, that was just going to be NAVI squashed without really any stake in the second half at all. Now they've got something at least to try and hold on to.
Yeah, Gambit are even rebuying as well. So, you know, a sigh of relief for NAVI, but it won't last long. Will they be expecting an eco here? Gambit have the room to make this force buy happen, right? Double the round to their opponent, but if it does go the way of NAVI, well, that just picks up momentum. That just picks up steam and pace for this CT side comeback. And if there were ever a time, no time like the present, no time like the quarterfinals. Oh, Boomich in main as well. He's got good info. He could even catch jaCkz leaving if he wants to go one step further. Does jaCkz run? If he does, that's footsteps Boomich will hear. That's info that B is not clear, and jaCkz's made a bit of noise. So already NAVI moving 2 into the site. Simple needs a shot from the scout, but Perfecto from a range picks up Nafany on the bomb train. Hobbit chases down Simple, but he can't see the second man in, and Electronic provides cover to Perfecto as now NAVI have flooded this B bomb site. Plant is in, but the retake should be happening.
Yeah, syrson with the scout. Damage done, and they're just using it to supplement these deagles. Inters takes a second, but caught by the aggressing MP9s. Oh, it's down to the 1v1, and it's a low HP Boomich swang by jaCkz to put 13 on the board for Gambit. They're back building upon this lead again.
As well, him and Simple, top 2 back on overpass. Same story here. Boomich just had a bit of a resurgence, right? Doubling his kills in just the first 5 rounds of this half, but, you know, 3 kills on the T side, that was not enough. And NAVI are fighting what feels like a losing battle. Only they themselves can make it winnable. It all goes quiet again. That's a cheeky smoke. Inters. Oh, trades Dinks and gets out of there alive. The Molotov, I say alive, not far. He will die, but so will Electronic, who swings into the fire and flames.
Oh,
it even spreads, and Boomich will not get out with the gun, nor his life.
Oh, that is a disaster. That is the worst possible thing that could have happened in a round like this. Boomich tries to retrieve the gun. The molly spreads and finishes him off. Ooh. And now NAVI are really hot under the collar. They're a man down, up against 13 in a force buy, where if they lose it, their money is gone. It's all on the line, and Gambit can feel this one getting ever closer. Flamey taking this peek in a main, gets the info that there's one. Second man out is dropped by Flamey. He's having a peel down, but he loses Simple over at Ivy side. They know that they've got Flamey trapped here, and he's desperately calling for Perfecto to come and help him out. But Perfecto's on a solo journey in through those upper halls. Flamey is here alone and having to try and hold on to A as Gambit move in. They deal with Perfecto. They put a lot of faith in that flank finding something, and now it is just Flamey left. Bomb down. Overwhelming odds against him, and syrson there to put 14 on the board for Gambit. No money for NAVI, and so Gambit feel it. They might be onto a winner. This was just brutal. Like, what? Boomich, why do you think that that was livable? Oh!
He got the M4. I mean, he picked it up, but he didn't go far with it, Harry. Yeah, I don't know. That's just, I think NAVI are probably in their heads at this point. I don't blame them, right? The calling on the T side was not there for NAVI. This map has not been great to them as of late, and we saw the results of that. Whatever their game plan was on the T side got read well by Gambit, and now NAVI Eco up against 14. This is it for Gambit. This is their bread and their butter. They're eating all 3 meals at once, chowing down on the CIS legends that are NAVI. And Gambit, they've got to be grinning from ear to ear. Just got to take their time to get it over the line. Slow and steady wins the race. Ollie's in pop. Simple's forced. He's had enough at this scoreline. Can barely blame him. Looking for the ladder. You can get good info from this position, right? You can spot players going up or down. Oh, he's got a lineup. Naughty, but nothing to be found from it. Oh, pushed into main. Boomich, okay. No Molotov this time around, and at least he gets out alive, but not with a gun that he so desired. Dink even onto nafwk. This is very naughty stuff, but it surely shouldn't convert around with USPs.
You'd hope not, right? But it's looking like it could happen. Electronic. Deegs Hobbit out of the round and now down to 3 for Gambit. This was not a round that Na'Vi were ever meant to find success in. And so the fact they're in a 5-on-3 is already a great spot to be in. But now they finally lose Boomich. It's a very late trade from syrson.
Oh.
Spotted back on the bomb train, and now Gambit make their move, tiptoeing their way up towards A. Flamey with the USP, Pete can't quite find anything yet, and Axile deletes him. The bomb plant has to come in, and Simple's not able to deny it. The scout whittled down, and that's it. Gambit up to 15, onto a winner. One away from knocking Na'Vi out of the playoffs, from continuing onto those semi-finals. And Na'Vi left scratching their heads as to what went wrong.
Yeah, and this is the result that we maybe talked about that could have happened on Overpass, right? Na'Vi had the pistols and the momentum off the back of both of them, at least the force buys in the first, and that game was close as a result. Well, here in this map, Na'Vi have been, you know, they've won the pistols and they get forced on, or they just lose it straight out and they lose the force buy wars eventually. So without that early start, look at the result. syrson silencing Simple. And just like that, Gambit, they might be onto a winner, 5-on-4. 15-6, and it almost feels inevitable.
Yeah, they just look so composed, right? They know that this isn't a sprint to the finish. They can walk it over the line. They can keep it slow. They can get in the heads of Na'Vi. Gambit are not under any pressure, especially not being in a 5-on-4. Removing Simple as well, the heavy hitter of Na'Vi, cancelled out. And now from beyond the grave, he's got to put faith in his 4 teammates to keep the dream alive. Gambit picking up the pace and getting stuck into A. Boomich holding this close angle. Naded out, flashed as well. They seem very aware of this possibility, and Boomich trades places, will drop the bomb. That's information at least. There's an upper flank coming in, but this A site gets dismantled by nafwk, and suddenly there's one man left. Gambit, all that stands between them and sending Na'Vi home was perfecto. They walk it over the line. Gambit take it 2-0.